When you're reselling, many times you will sell items and then they're gone. But every once in a while, you're going to find an item like I'm going to share with you today that sells over and over and over again. Uh, if you're new here, by the way, I'm Dave. This is Retired with Purpose. So today, what we're going to talk about is an item that's common. It's not a rare item, and anyone can do this. Well, it's sort of rare in the fact that it's one of these items that you can find um, easily and that it does sell over and over and over. So, what is this item that I'm talking about today? It's car floor mats, and they're everywhere. So I only buy ones. Well, rarely I buy used. Normally, I buy ones that are new and sealed into bags. And it's funny. These things are everywhere out there if you just open your eyes and look for them. A lot of times they'll be at a garage sale or yard sale or even in a thrift store laying on the floor down low, and you have to look for these. Now, why are these out there? Why is there so many out there? Well, there's other aftermarket. I'm not going to name any particular brand, but you're probably going to be familiar with the brand that sells a lot of aftermarket floor mats that they'll laser your dimensions on your floor and fits perfectly and all that. Well, the people that buy new cars many times will buy those aftermarket floor mats. Well, what do they do with theirs? They just toss them aside and they'll sit in their garage years maybe. And then you come along and they have a garage sale and there they lay. And typically you find these cheap. I do. I find them very cheap a lot of times. I mean, I've bought them for $2 for a whole set of car mats. And I find them in the $5 range quite often. So, here in just a minute, I'm going to tell you why these can sell over and over. But I think a lot of the reason that many people avoid um, car mats when they do find them is that there's several different things. One, they're big and bulky, and people get concerned about how to ship them, and and don't worry, we're going to talk about shipping here in just a moment. But we're going to look at that. But why is it that these on a car that's several years old, why do these become consistent sellers? Well, for me, my buyers many times are used car dealers. A used car dealer that gets in a car that the carpet is trash in or the car mats are trashed in, and they're trying to spruce up this car to sell it, they go online and they find that I am selling used car mats. Well, guess what? Those people put me in their favorited list, and when I list things and I list car mats, they see it. So even though they may not need that car mat right now, they go ahead and order a set to put on their shelves so it's ready to go. So it's been a really good seller for me. Um, it's consistent. I find them all over, and the reason, thanking that brand out there pushing their aftermarket, it gives me a nice supply, and they're out there for you too. All you have to do is look. Now, one of the things that is a little bit harder to do with car mats is the sell-through rate. Now, let me explain that. I'm a big proponent of sell-through rate. It's huge. Well, car mats are one of those things that fall outside of the sell-through rate. And the reason for that is it's not in demand by the general public often. Sometimes somebody wants car mats for their whatever 2014 Honda, but that's a rarity. Now, a car dealer, different situation. He may get several of that particular model and year car in throughout the year, and he likes the idea of putting new car mats in that car. So it does fall outside of the sell-through rate. Now, you may hold on to them longer. Um, it may take a while to find the right um, buyer for your mats, but for me, they have turned into consistent sellers. Now, that's one thing. Another thing that is a little bit more difficult is searching what that car mat fits. So you have to become more proficient about your searching. Now, and I'm going to show you in just a moment, the manufacturers put the manufacturer's numbers on the bag. So if you're searching for a particular brand, let's use Honda again, and it just has a number, whatever, ATZ 2349 or something, and you type that in, it will pop up and you are going to see that what year that car mat fits. So it takes a little bit more accuracy on your searching for what they fit. But boy, I'll tell you what, it can be a very solid seller for you. Bigger, yep. A little bit more difficult to look up, yes. Fits my 10 times my money? Yes, many times a lot more than that. Um, so let's talk a moment now about shipping. I know everybody gets concerned about shipping, and I think it's kind of comical. It's not hard, guys. It, Shipping products is not difficult. Remember now, before I show you this, remember the buyer always pays the shipping. Personally, I don't care how big the box is. I don't care how much it weighs. I don't care how much the shipping is because I'm not paying it. The buyer's paying it. And for you to think that buyers won't pay it, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I sell things daily that the buyer's paying the shipping. They do. So you need to stop worrying about that. You need to put that out of your mind. So what I do, I just happen to have one beside me, is I roll them up like this in a tube. Now, I can just wrap it in cardboard and ship it that way. Many times this will actually lay down into a box. And is it heavy? Yeah. And they still pay the shipping. Now, this is what I was talking about. See if I can hold that up there for you. They'll just put a series of numbers down. And if you search for those numbers or Google those numbers, you will find what year these mats fit. Now, and again, like I said, they can be very profitable. I've bought $5 sets of floor mats and sold them for $150. So it can be really good. Now, the buyers being car dealers, that's another story for another video, and we can get into that too sometime. So let me ask you, have you ever sold floor mats? Have you ever seen them when you're out there? I'll bet you start seeing them now. If you have seen them and if you have sold them, hey, put some comments in the comment section below. I'd like to know what you've found and how much you've sold them for. Now, people ask me about used. Rarely do I buy used car mats. Typically, they've stained or marks on them, and I'm not dealing with that. I only sell new sealed. But on rare occasion, if I find a set that fits a Jaguar or something like that, and they're pristine, yes, I might buy those if they're $3 or $4, yes, but not often at all. Typically, it's your Nissans and Hondas and Chevys and Fords and so on, common vehicles, and you will find them new and you will find them sealed. So, guys, I hope that this information helps you. I'm sure that you're going to be thrilled now when you're out there and you find them, how cheap they are. But remember now, you probably will hold on to them longer, but you're going to make really good money when you sell them. Guys, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on my next video.